Hello there everyone and welcome back to Modded Minecraft with Kate and Gord. And Kate,
hello!
Yes, Kate is back.
I'm back. I'm here!
More precisely, Jane has gone to sleep.
Yeah! Very important.
And yes, so we are back to normal. And Kate has something pretty cool on the go here. There's a portal.
There's a portal. It is almost
Or there will be a
full.
portal.
Yeah.
Wow, that one's full.
Yeah, we're just waiting for this one to fill up, and then we can make it go.
Cool. Looks like that's got a little longer to go, but
Yeah.
at the rate that's coming in, I suspect that's not going to be very long.
No, the flower ones are going very fast. I mean, they don't all, like, they're not all on flaming, like you'd expect, but...
I think there might be a recovery time for them or something.
I think so. But there's a few going, and...
Alright, I'm just refueling my jetpack here, because apparently I'm almost to the point where I would have been falling on my face.
Oops.
But I don't need it right at this instant anyways. So I have a plan.
Okay.
I have a couple of plans, but we're going to look at the first one today.
Alrighty.
I want to set up a system so that every single aspect for Thaumcraft is being automatically manufactured and stored.
Yes.
Including for some of the more common alchemical processes. So it's going to involve building industrial scale alchemy processing systems. Basically, the alembics and stuff are going to be operating on a mass scale as opposed to just a simple scale.
Okay.
So I've been trying to figure out what the most efficient way to do it is. And I've sort of been making a list of some of the basic aspects that we can get from various things. And it's been a work in progress. I still don't know exactly how many of these things I'm going to need to set up. But the idea is going to be have applied Energistics constantly delivering small quantities of the required material to a chest. And we'll use item ducts or something to pull it from said chest into the alembic processing.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we'll be able to basically all of the we won't have to worry about making sure we have all the aspects ever again because they'll always be in stock.
Cool. Sounds like a good plan. Yeah.
So the part I have figured out, what was I? Oh yeah, there's one thing I've got to figure out here. He added Arzanor, the creator of Thaumcraft, added a new shard called the Balance Shard. And it's a crucible recipe. Okay, it is a crucible recipe. That's actually good. That's good. I was actually hoping that would be the case. Where you take one shard and imbue the other 5 basic aspects to it.
Okay.
So basically you take an earth shard and you add fire, water, ordo, air, and the others to it, the other 5 aspects that it's missing, and that creates a shard that is quote-unquote balanced.
Okay.
But of course it requires the picky process of trying to get 5 different aspects into a cauldron.
Yeah.
So what I want to do today is figure out how to automate the creation of those shards. That's my first goal, shall we say.
Okay.
So we're going to take this alembic here. Whoops, and carve a hole in the floor. And then jump up and down like a silly person because I'm not wearing my jetpack.
Sometimes things need to be recharged.
Yeah. By the way, for the benefit of my viewers, I didn't get a lot more work done on the storage drive here, but I've got the materials to expand it. I've got another row of storage buses set up now. I haven't actually shown you this system yet, Kate. I'll explain it to you off camera because I've already gone over it in the previous episode. And going over it a second time would bore people, I'm sure.
Probably. That's fine. I can catch up if I so choose.
Yeah. And yeah, as I say, I'll show it to you off camera. All good.
Okay.
So, of course, I am going to need some better applied energistic cable, but I might be able to get away with a different solution here. Using the ability to speak English, among other things.
Highly overrated.
Yeah, I know. Ender IO cable. That's what I was trying to sort of get to.
And is there a way to farm just regular old seeds? Yes, there is, by farming wheat. Duh.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm dumb.
And yeah, and actually I just threw 96 wheat into... Yeah, I threw a stack of wheat into our system just a few minutes ago. Just before
okay, well, I don't need the wheat. I need the seeds.
Well, yes, but with the right-click harvest, you don't get any seeds. You get wheat.
Yes, I know.
And you use the crafting bench to turn it into seeds.
Yeah, you could also harvest it the left-click way, and then it's fine.
Mm-hmm. That works too. But the right-click is just as effective, and all you have to do is throw it in your crafting bench.
Well, except if you left-click, then you also get the wheat.
If you right-click, you get multiple wheat. It's basically, at the end of the day, as far as I can tell, it's the same end result.
Yeah. It's just what's more convenient if you want to replant it.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing about the right-click is it makes sure you replant.
Yeah.
Ah, crud. I don't have any aspects left on my wand. That's annoying. How much does your wand have on it right now? Can I borrow it?
My wand has some. I've got the Great Wood wand, and it's got about 50 of everything.
That would be perfect. If I could trade, well, I don't want to say trade, but borrow for a bit.
Okay.
Just to get this mess off the ground.
Okay.
Mine is
I am short on a few things, so.
Yep, that's okay. I'll refill it regardless. Just here. I'll give you this. Here's the wand focus.
Okay.
Well, you're gonna want that.
That. Yep.
I'll just throw it. I'll throw it into that. Which box are you gonna put it into?
Oh,
yeah, pick a box.
Over here is my miscellaneous stuff.
Okay, I'll throw it in there when I'm done with it.
Okay.
And
yeah, everything else is related to Botania. So.
Okay, let's see. Is this at least enough to? It's not. Okay. How much does it require to make this alchemical construct, anyways? Yeah. 15 fire, water, and... Oh, jeepers. We're 3 orders short.
Oh, that's annoying.
That is annoying. Alright, well, I'll just get everything else set up here to start. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to need... Did I have some over here? What did I do with all of the conduits that go with these? Did I throw it in here? Let me see. We need the, what are they called? Tubes. There they are. I threw them into the storage system. What a good place to store something. In the storage system. Now what do I need for the filters? This filter. There we are. Okay, that's not too bad. Gold. And I gotta throw the rest of this Thaumcraft stuff into the system for safekeeping.
Cool.
I also have to figure out how to process these shards at some point. Let me see. Silver. What's up?
These flowers are not working consistently.
Which, the defensive flowers, or?
Yeah. Like, I've got one that is definitely working, and the rest of them... Well, there's... Yeah.
Well,
like, sometimes they work, but I've got a bunch of guys just jumping up and down on one over here. So I'm going to have to look into this a little bit more.
That is weird. That is very weird. Okay.
Yeah, and this one... Bellathorn. Okay, I'm just gonna look into it because that's I am obviously missing something.
Okay. Let's let's see. Do I have any of these warded jars kicking around? I don't. So I'm obviously going to have to make more warded jars. In fact, I'm actually going to want to make...
Okay.
No, I don't want to make void jars because otherwise the system will just run infinitely. And that would be bad. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, no, we need... You know, it's funny, I don't think I have my glass in the system yet, but I do have panes. The other project I want to actually do is an automated manufacture of, well, basically everything.
Okay. Sorry, I know why the flowers are only partially working.
Good.
Is because they have to be next to a mana pool. They actually use mana, so I've got to have mana pools around.
Well, that's easy enough.
Yep. It's just going to take a little more setup.
Yep.
That's all.
Okay. Let's see. So if we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's see. This is going to be the complicated part of this is going to be making sure there's enough room for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the piping is going to be more complicated. Yeah.
Yeah, there's always that.
Okay, we'll just... Whoops, I don't think I meant to use that one, but... And also making sure that these silly little golems don't get totally confused on me. Right?
Yep, you never want confused golems.
Alright, so
they
let's
make
see.
such a mess.
So... We've got... What did I determine? Cobblestone produces Perdito and Terra, which is useful. Ignis, or actually, hold on. I can get Ignis, Perdito, and Terra from a furnace in varying quantities. But cobblestone produces a reliable single per, which might be actually better. Because if I use things that you produce consistent numbers, then I won't be short on one aspect, right?
That is correct.
Although, in the case of something that has more of something, all I have to do is set the the two that produce larger amounts in void jars, but that could be wasteful. So I think I might find a different source of Ignis. Order comes from this thing called a candlebear, which is a candleberry,
cool.
Which is one of your plants.
Yes.
Aqua and air come from sugarcane, I believe. Aqua, yeah, there's sugarcane with aqua. Actually, I need to just double check to see. I don't have any sugarcane in here, apparently. Huh. Well, I mean, that's the other part, is that I'm going to have to set up an auto farm for some of this stuff. Yeah, aqua and air from sugarcane. And actually, Terra is one that I'm not actually going to need, because I'm going to be infusing it onto the most common shard I've got, which is the earth shards. So, okay. I wonder if there's anything that holds more aspects than that. It's the most complex thing that has... something that has the most of all of the various shards. But it has to be something that I can manufacture. Like, the nice thing about all those things that I described, they're all renewable resources.
Yeah, something that you can kind of farm.
Yeah, I can automate the production of all those things. Unlike, you know, the foods and stuff, which are a little bit more complex. So yeah, I think those are the ones I am going to go with. It's just a case of getting it all set up here. Well, getting the processing system set up, and then there's the whole other part where I have to actually process all this stuff. So I think I will get the first one set up, which is going to be, well, I'm going to go and get these wands filled, and then I will see what I can do about getting this system up and running.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to work on some
Oh, unless that portal's
blooms.
Unless your thing's almost ready.
I will double check it.
Yeah.
Just a second. Look here. Almost, but we probably have another day or so to go.
Okay, I'll cut for a minute, and I will go and get my jetpack. And yeah, we'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. And Kate gets to take the stage and show us what she's been doing now.
Alright, let me just grab me some living wood somewhere.
Well, if you're short on it, you've got like 4 patches of it over there.
Yeah, I know. I've just got to go harvest it. Not a big deal. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So these are... This is the portal to Elfheim. It was a lot of stuff to make. In the middle, there's the gateway core, and then living wood, and then, yeah. Mostly these things are very expensive. The crystals?
Lots of runes and things.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Now, in theory, if I tap my thing on the gateway core...
Whoa. It's a portal.
It is a portal.
And it looks like it took some mana out of your mana pool. So what do you get out of this portal?
Now, what should happen is...
Because obviously it's not one you actually travel through.
No, you don't travel through it. What should happen is when you throw... Because, like, I'm throwing in the rock, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not coming out the other side.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in theory, I should do this. Woo! Mm-hmm. And the elves on the other side of the portal will trade me. So, after a while, they will spit out... using the mana from these pools.
Interesting.
They will spit out higher quality magical goods that I can use.
Okay, cool.
And I can use that to create better quality mana spreaders and pretty much everything. All the jewelry and everything.
Cool. So how long does this...
Ooh, look at that being all pretty.
Whoa, it's going a little crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how long does it take for it to do this?
I am not sure. This is my first time doing it, and I haven't researched it a lot, other than what to do to throw stuff in. So.
Other than it is using your mana at a prodigious rate.
Oh.
I mean, on the bright side, your mana is obviously coming back in at a good rate too. But
right. Jerk face.
Speaking of which, we were going to slow down this clock a little, weren't we? Yeah,
we were. Right now, however, there are... There we go. Haha. Buggers.
Alright, I've added one more tick to all of them. Oh, yes, right. You've got your new toys here, don't you?
Yep. That guy, however, is standing outside of the range of one.
Yeah, too bad he's not standing outside of the range of my sword.
Yes, well.
Or, fortunately for us. Okay, cool. Well, it's certainly got a lot of pretty things going on, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks lovely. Now, they recommend actually leaving this portal open because it takes way more mana to open than it does to maintain.
Okay.
So.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully with the slightly slower clock, it won't be a huge issue. Well, that's a very nice sound I'm hearing.
Isn't it just?
Yeah. So you don't know how much you have to throw in before they'll actually send items back, huh?
No. I'm just going to throw in everything I got.
Because it's all renewable resources, right?
Yeah.
Of course, most of it's missing there, Kate.
Yeah, I know. I see that. I was down a level too high. So we will throw it in. And see, and I'll go get some more. And hopefully...
something will come out of here?
Something will pop out at some point.
Okay. Well, cool. You'll have to show me when something actually pops out. In the meantime, let's go have a look at what I've been working on here.
Okay, have fun.
I'm assuming you're going to want to keep an eye on things there.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've just been starting to set up my automated shard maker.
Ooh.
And it's already getting ugly. I'm actually think I'm going to actually use a design here that's only going to require 1 golem instead of 2. If I can get it to not leak all over the place. Which is a non-trivial issue with these. Of course I didn't get enough ordo in that one, but I did in this one. I just need to get on my high efficiency caster gear. There we are. And my goggles, because at this point in time, a good vis discount will make a big difference. Get 2 more of those.
Wow, that portal looks impressive.
It does. It does. I agree entirely. It's very cool looking. Sure didn't take very long of standing there for my storage system, for my stuff to get filled up completely. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So we need... So the first one we're going to do... I've decided to go with furnaces, by the way, as the source. I'm just going to have to make a pair of... Turn a couple of these into void jars. And the reason is that I'd rather only have 2 alembics instead of 3.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
It is throwing Dreamwood back at me.
Cool. At about the same rate you threw it in, or... Oh, hey, cool. Check it out. Ah! Look at it all. And I guess you're going to start seeing some stone of some sort, too, out of there.
Yep.
There's an Elfheim stone?
Yep, there is.
Cool.
Hopefully I see that, and there's a chance that I might have to provide a whole stack.
Oh, that's a possibility.
It's either you provide a whole stack and it'll return a stack, or it will just send in whatever you send it after a certain time. So
cool.
I will do some experiments.
Oh, lovely. It's raining.
Of course it's raining.
Okay.
Smooth stone.
So let's see.
Where are you?
Yeah, so if I'm going to break down furnaces, that means I'm going to have to teach the system how to make furnaces. But that's okay. We'll do that in a minute. But the other... Oh, there we are. I've got a couple of sample reeds, too, which is good. Okay, I need that. I need coal.
We apparently do not have any regular old stone.
Regular old stone?
Like smooth stone made up.
No, we don't. I haven't built the system to automatically produce that yet.
Okay, no worries. I will do so. Yeah. Well, I won't make the system. I will make some stone.
Wait, hold on. That was supposed to produce... Oh, it produces 3 things. Does it? Shoot, I melted them all down. Dang it. I didn't look carefully enough at the thing, and it went away. Darn it. Alright, I'm going to need 1 more alembic. Gold. Iron. Let's see, and we're making... Oh yes, and a vis filter. Which requires another gold. A minor mistake was made.
Uh-oh.
I don't know how big of one yet, but there was definitely a minor error that has occurred here.
Oh,
we're just going to see how much of a problem it's going to be. What the heck is the missing part for this thing? By the way, the Thaumcraft recipes can now be searched in the not NEI.
Okay, cool.
You still can't craft them without the actual research being done, but you can at least find out what the recipe is without having to go through the Thaumonomicon, which has got its points.
That's good. So it's like, so you know what your goal is and what you'll need for it, instead of being surprised every time.
Okay, did I misread? Yeah, it says, my notes say that sugarcane's supposed to produce... I must just not have left any space for it to... it must be a 3rd item. It produces aqua, air, and plante. Alright, I gotta go get some more sugarcane here, which means I'm gonna need my... I mean, it just means I have to dump the plant product into the into the melting pot. Or something.
Or something,
into
yeah.
a void jar. Okay. But it's... By the way, I added a second harvester to the tree farm.
Yeah?
Yeah, it works way more efficiently now.
Good.
As if we needed it to operate more efficiently. But it doesn't wind up with those... It still winds up with some of those crazy huge backlogs, but they're not quite as absurd as they were before.
Well, that's something anyway.
Alright. That should do for the purposes of experimentation here. Let's just double check it here in a second and make sure it actually does what I thought it did. Yeah, okay. Plants. I forgot to note down the plante being part of this. Alright, well, that's okay. We'll just add one more jar on the other side here. Okay. Everything I need to make a warded jar is right there. Boom. Okay. Now I am quite aware, just for those who are watching, that that this is not the most efficient system to manage the... Oh, right. I can't actually see what these things are doing without my goggles on. Give me my goggles.
Goggles are very important.
The goggles, they do something.
What?
Yeah, something like that. Okay, so I've just defined where 2 of the 3 items have to go. And I'm going to drop a jar down and throw a tube to it. Actually, no, I needed that to be a wool, not a regular jar. I need a void jar. How do you make void jars? Because that I'm going to have too much of, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Void jar. Blaze powder and obsidian. Do we have either of those? We have 1 blaze powder left, which I will steal, and 1 obsidian. So this is just going to be a proof of concept here. I'm going to show how the system is going to function, and we will... Really? Oh, maybe I haven't learned how to make void jars yet, have I? I thought I had. They're kind of important. Oh! It's a shaped recipe.
Oh. Yeah, very important.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, that was weird. It was there for the recipe's sort of flashing up and then going away.
That is kind of weird.
And that is very weird. Yeah, 15 Perdito and 5 water. Oh, maybe it's... Let's see how picky this is exactly. Quite picky. It even has to be in the right part of the crafting grid, not just... So these recipes are more than... They're not even just shapeless per se. They're... Alright, so that one's done. Now then, number 2. This is where it gets complicated. We'll just throw in a couple more of these. There we are. Okay, so we've got... Oh, and we need to define... We need an earth shard so that we can define the recipe that's being made here. So we are taking earth shards and turning them into balance shards. It requires 2 of each of the other aspects. Okay. We'll just take that one out there. And we'll just put these in one at a time. Oh, what was that? I thought I heard something making a burning noise.
I don't know. I've got a zombie here I need to kill because he's just bugging me.
Well, you know what? Actually, the best way to do this would be to start by getting some samples of this stuff. So let's actually get some samples out of this so that I can create labels for each aspect.